Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we are about to get started. Just wanted to let everyone know. Oh, look at that! An order for DLD hardware just came through. Thank you, thank you. So I am going to go ahead and today give y'all a recap of the crazy event. I mean, Iraq veteran 8888, Eric and Chad, obviously, freaking Taryn Butler, Langley Outdoors, Jared with Guns and Gadgets, John Patton with the Gun Collective, like everybody was there. Jay the Shooter. I got to meet Tactical Trash Pandas with an S. Um, man, everybody in the community. I got to meet some new ammunition manufacturers that threw me a couple boxes of ammo, and I don't think the dude was supposed to. He was like, yo, hey, take those. I was like, oh, snap. And I want you to know that without even any conversation of caliber preference, he gave me 9 millimeter. I don't know. I don't know. Is it because it's superior to 40 caliber? Most likely. So I want to go ahead and say congratulations to DB Cooper. You are the first in chat. Great job, sir. You, sir, earn a crisp thumbs up. Thank you for joining us. And let's say what's up to all the channel members. Channel members. We got DB Cooper. What's up, brother? Key ASC. John Crump Live. What's up, brother? Spent a lot of time with him. Obviously, John Crump was there as well. You know, he actually got me in the door. Guns Out TV, man, it's so hard to actually name everyone that was there. T for Tejas. What's up, brother? Kurt 24, what's up? Letting everybody go first before you. I see what you're doing. That's admirable. I see that. When I introduced Dark to Taryn Butler, Dark fanboyed out. I mean, I didn't totally fanboy, but you know, it's Taryn Butler, bro. He trained Keanu Reeves for like John Wick stuff, and they had all the John Wick guns there. They had the full auto Desert Eagle. They had mad machine guns. I mean, it was nuts. But I actually didn't shoot anything. I was just kind of there talking with people, getting to know everyone. Ron Wayne, what's up, brother? Chinamemba. We got Knight Custom Builds. Chinamemba, what's up, brother? Heath, Chinamemba. And Heath, I did get your email. I'll holler at you. I'll actually bring that up on the show tonight. Let's see. We got C&T Designs. What's up, brother? Another channel member. And who else we got up in here? BV Luminous, channel member. All right, and Ron Wayne, who seems like you're crawling to a little stall, man. You gotta switch it up. You gotta get that content going again, man. I'm just kidding. You got 3 times the subs than I do, brother. Don't take advice from me. Who else we got? Okay. BV Luminous filling up the whole chat box. Night Custom Builds. BV. DB Koopa. Dark Time. 2 minutes equals 30 minutes. Not today. Not today. All right. And we got Ron Wayne. I just don't want to miss anybody, y'all. This is the channel members are very important to me, and obviously everybody that's taking their time to be here, y'all are super important to me. So I want to make sure that I do not miss any of y'all. Ooh, Coyote Tan and OD Green. You know what? You know how we always have like this, what's better, like 9 mil or 40 cal, or what's better AR, AK. We should have a what's better FDE or OD Green. That would be, I would love to know it right now in chat. Let me know what's better, Flat Dark Earth or OD Green. Goombeam, Chinamemba, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. The GD Bacon, the goddamn bacon. Thank you for joining us. Another Chinamemba. All right, and Zach Carr, what's up, brother? And of course, everybody, if you don't know, Zach Carr is the owner of Toxic Patch Co., and he makes some of the best PVC patches out there. So check him out. These ones actually glow in the dark. In the dark. John Crump Live with the super chat. Thank you, brother. You will be teaching senators how to print. That's true. He did kind of hook me up with somebody that wants me to kind of make other people aware of 3D printing in the firearms community. I'll tell you right now that I don't personally believe that I should be the ambassador for 3D printing, but wherever I'm called, I shall be. Shooting Guy New England, another Chinamemba. What's up, brother? I hope you are getting your 3D printer all up and running. And let's see, we got, oh snap, we got Risky Krisky in here. What's up, brother? Risky Krisky is the man. Make sure you go sub to his channel as well. Interesting thing, we actually have a lot of content creators that come to this stream, so it's kind of flattering that y'all are all coming here to interact. Man, it's dope. Mike McClune, Chenamemba, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. And let's see who else we got. Ooh, Boom Thumb McBanghand. Where you been at, bro? Where you been at, bro? OD Green. What? John Crump chose OD Green? Oh, man. You know what? Honestly, I would probably choose purple over FDE and OD Green. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Flying Ridge, Chenamemba. Thank you for joining us, man. Glad you're here. And I think that brings us to an end. Yes. And of course, we got all the honorable mentions. We got too many choices that loves 9mm. We got Misty. We got Angry Saj, Sport Brand, our favorite mod, P80 watching you live in his IG. Oh, snap. That's what's up. Hey, shout out to P80 Ralph, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hold up. So P80 Ralph is watching me in his live stream while he's building a strike. That's dope, man. I appreciate that. Everybody in chat, show some love to P80 Ralph. Who else we got? We got Tech Money, salute. Constitutional Carpenter, good to see you. We got S. Glizzy, that's dope. Marconi Armory, what's up, brother? Craig Licka, Ishnifis, and Damian Christ, all you guys, man. I'm gonna have to cut it short because I want to get rocking and rolling. So today, oh, Dirt McGirt, what's up, brother? All right, so today we had a plan, and the plan was to, of course, I was going to kind of go through, show you guys some things, discuss some things from the event, but I also had a plan to have IPS and 3D Arms in the same live stream with your boy, Dark, so we can all kind of go through and discuss stuff. But IPS had another commitment that he had to uphold, so we want to, of course, support him for that. So IPS, do your thing, brother. We'll have you on another time. But I do have a very special guest. I still got your boy, 3D Arms.
Oh, hey.
What's up, brother? How
it's
are you?
Me.
You have
I'm
a shirt
doing
on.
pretty good. I do have the shirt on.
Okay. You want to show it off?
Or not, but it says The Mistake by the Lake. And there's Cheez-It dust on here.
Oh, nice. Well deserved. Oh, dude, I don't know if it's me or you, but it looks like you are like slowly twerking.
Check that out.
Yeah, it looked like you were slowly twerking.
It's probably me.
And we may have like slight internet connectivity issues. If we do, guys, what I'm going to do is just move out of my dope like bat chambers and go downstairs to be closer to the router, because apparently my shit is a fucking Faraday cage and won't let me get Wi-Fi. Holy shit, Marconi Armory with the $20 super chat. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. Fucking Marconi's the shit, man. My boy. Thank you, brother. Wow, I was not expecting that. Look at this. We're starting the stream off right. Marconi Armory, guys, go check out Marconi Armory for some dope shit.
Slides.
Yeah, and they may be dropping something new in the future. I don't know if I'll let him talk about that. I'm not gonna put his business out, but he may have some new stuff coming in the future. We got Morningstar in the building. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming. So 3D Arms, if you could, let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Uh, I I also print guns. I design guns mostly nowadays, and the project I'm working on like right now is a 12 gauge semi-auto shotgun, fully DIY. But just recently, and it's gonna release real soon. I just got to finish documentation. Been working on a pump action in any of the AR-15 calibers with your boy Middleton made, which is why it looks good.
Woo!
Because when I started it, it did not look good. He did other
Yeah.
stuff too, but the aesthetics are 100% him.
Dude, I mean, I'll tell you, that thing is pretty sexy looking for, I mean, a pump action AR. It's as sexy as you can get for a pump action
I mean, that
AR.
sounds like the fuddiest of guns. It's like it sounds like I fudded up an AR, but it looks so cool.
Dude, it
It looks
is
like a
cool.
space gun.
And if you think about it, if you're looking for something like, say, you know, as long as you don't mind like the sound of PLA plus rubbing together, if you're trying to go super silent and you have a 300 blackout with a can, that first you police your brass, right? You know, brass stays in the gun until you rack it. Two, there's no action noise. There's no bolt reciprocation. You know, it may jump a little bit, but I mean that thing is staying in there. So yeah, I respect what you're doing. K Sizzle, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Another channel member. Good to see you. All you guys, man. Great to see y'all. How's the lower control arm?
I don't know what that means.
Is that regarding one of his designs or not sure?
Control arm.
Maybe like
I don't know.
the no, that's the
The
low
pumpy
gauge.
part? Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't. The shotgun doesn't work that way. I can show a magazine on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like a Easy Rider or Playboy.
This was like the mag doesn't look like this anymore. It's curved now, but I mean, it's a printed magazine, not too different from this. It's curved and a lot bigger now. But yeah,
So
this is how it feeds.
you're telling me that it's got a gentle curve and it's much larger now than it used to be.
It's more pleasurable, is really how I'd sell it.
Yeah. No, that's dope though, man. That's like you said, it is 100% DIY. So guys, like anybody can build this. You
Any
don't have
country in the
to,
world.
yeah, anywhere in the world you can build a semi-auto.
If you can get 12 gauge ammo.
Yes, and honestly, in most like fuddy places, like even in the UK, you could get 12 gauge ammo pretty easily, you know.
And as far as making ammo, 12 gauge is one of the easiest ones to do. Reloading 12 gauge is the easiest thing in the world.
Yep.
And there's some people working on just full on DIY ammo, like no other parts. So I'm hoping once the shotgun comes out, there'll be some more developments in that field.
Hell yeah. Actually, take a moment if you could let everyone know maybe some of the other designs you're also well known for.
So the one most people know about is the 50 BMG. So it's a lower that uses a 50 BMG upper, and the 50 BMG upper is designed to be on an AR-15 lower. But obviously it puts stress in different places than an AR-15 normally would. So the design for the lower is a good bit different. That's kind of like where people really started to know 2019, 2020, like way back in the day. And then there's the pump more recently. What else do I have going? I have a lower, but I haven't a regular lower receiver for an AR, but I haven't released that yet. I got too many projects in the works. Sorry, what'd you say, baby?
Here, I would like to show off, if I may.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with 3D arms, I would recommend that you check out his Instagram. Oh, whoops.
Safety. Remember, kids, the first rule of gun safety. Make sure you get the volume. Is to always have fun. Remember, kids, the
Sorry.
first rule of gun safety.
Let it go again.
Always have fun. Is to always have fun. Remember, kids, the first rule of gun safety.
That's just the best, man.
I laugh every time.
You can't not like it. It just
I'm so proud of that.
It just brings a smile to my face. It brings me joy. So love it. Techno Man, Slim 223, Swamp Dog, Robert Rivet Harrison, Chenamemba. Thank you all for joining. Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
I do, good sir.
Agorizer, what up? What up? Yeah, man, that's just fun, you know. So if you guys haven't checked him out on Instagram, make sure you do that as well, because he's got some dope ass content, man. And honestly, if we can go through a couple things now, that'd be cool. Kind of give them a.
Remember, kids, the first rule of gun safety.
Sorry,
I do a lot better at posting things there than I do on YouTube, but I'll get better. That's the most recent version I've shown. I'm 2 versions past that. I just haven't made videos on it. But that one worked pretty decently. It fires and it ejects. It didn't feed like at all. And so it was a single shotgun. But it was super cool how like it actually ejected. And it basically uses like the FGC9 ejector where it's like the pivot arm that like smacks the casing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was fun.
Do you think if you changed the feed ramp style in some way that could impact the feeding?
If I could get it to be a little more, I need the casing to be a little more horizontal when it goes in, and so maybe if I extend the feed ramp, that might help it. Because oh yeah, that's a early version of the pump. It looks a little different now,
Okay.
but functionally, that's the pump.
Okay, so explain kind of what you had to do to create this Teenage Mutant Ninja AR.
Watch a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid. The other thing though, so like basically an AR-15, all of the stress is at the barrel extension and the bolt, and they like lock into each other.
Mhm.
And so like everyone knows a lower receiver on an AR, super easy, not much stress, just at like the buffer tube. An upper, people don't know this, but an upper really doesn't have any more stress than the lower does. When the gun is firing, the barrel wants to move backwards, so like towards you. And so the upper just has to stabilize the barrel from moving backwards. But with the way the print lines are set up, oh, that's a terrible print, by the way. I just wanted to post it because I was so excited. The way the layer lines are set up, when the barrel tries to go back, it's compressing those layer lines. And 3D prints, if you compress the layers, super strong. It's against the layers where you can have some issues.
Yeah. And that's why orientation is so important, folks.
We're pretty woke. Orientation matters. Ain't no son of mine, Gary.
My pronouns are she, it. See it. Yeah, no, so that's
mine are full auto.
So that's an example of like
there's another design. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go
ahead. There's another designer doing a pump action AR. And we came up with them at similar times, but like totally separate from each other. Like he had a
Oh,
working model and I had a working model before any of us had mentioned it to anyone. And that is Swarm Tech. And his is called the Monarch, and it's super cool. And we're actually releasing ours together because we love each
nice.
other.
That's dope, man. Yeah, Swarm Tech is uh, remarkably based as well.
Yeah, dude, I love Swarm Tech. The
Yeah,
more I get to know Swarm Tech, the more I love Swarm Tech. Like
hell
I've
yeah,
always liked him, but he's
hell yeah,
awesome.
yeah. He's dope. So now the 50, we talked about the 50. Essentially, you're using there's more than one on the market, right? But there's a 50 BMG. Some are single shot, some are magazine fed that go on AR lowers, and you created and you developed a lower for the AR-15 that is almost exclusively designed to be used in conjunction with the 50 BMG upper, like the SHTF upper from Safety Harbor, like that kind of thing. What made you want to design that?
So it actually started because I was working on the shotgun project and I ran into some like roadblock with it. Something just wasn't working. And I was getting annoyed with it. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something else for a minute. And I saw a post on gun deals on Reddit saying like, hey, you can get this 50 BMG upper, goes on any AR lower. And it was a lot of money, but for 50, not a lot of money. But still a lot of money. It was like $1,650. And I saw that and I was like, I'm about 100% sure I could make this work. And a lower has no moving parts, so it's not complicated. I was like, I can definitely do this. And I won't have any roadblocks. I ended up having some, but nothing too major. And so that's actually why I did the 50, because I had an issue with the 12 gauge that I got past. 12 gauges past that issue, but
So
it
you
ended up
put
being
that
super
on the back
popular. Everybody
burner
loved it.
ages ago.
hmm Yeah, and I've been coming back and doing other things and coming back. Basically, anytime I do a different project, it's because something about the 12 gauge is annoying me.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's fair.
Because a fully DIY gun, you so any individual piece of a gun, you're gonna have to figure out some stuff to make it work.
Hmm.
A fully DIY gun, you have to figure out a bunch of different crap. And so it's like I'll get one thing working and then something else I can't figure out. And it's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. You have a lot of things to consider um, when you're developing something like that. I mean, that is a whole different monster. You know, for everyone to see here, this is the 50 BNG lower. As you see here, there's the two pins that the you know AR style pins fit into, and this is all 3D printed. Like the monopod in the back, that's 3D printed too, right?
Yeah. The monopod's like one of my favorite features, probably my favorite thing about this, because like if you want to be really accurate, having an adjustable monopod is huge. And so like I'll just turn that, get it right where I want it. And I have, my weight on the stock and I'm, right up on it. And like I can get tiny little groups. Like I was shooting it at close to 300 yards and I was getting like literally like less than one MOA because it was less than a 3-inch group. And
Wow,
that just blew my mind.
that's
Granted,
crazy.
all of the accuracy is in the upper, none of the accuracy is in the lower, other than it being stable. And having that
Yes,
monopod with a bipod was so nice because, like,
yeah,
I never
that's a
shoot that
game
good.
changer. I mean, that's still even if the majority of the accuracy is in the upper, your lower allows the upper to fire. You completed the
Yeah.
firearm. That's crazy. Peach.
I actually brought that gun to the meetup, the Mistake by the Lake. You'll hear more about this from the Out of Battery guys. They're the ones who set it up, but spoiler alert, it was super awesome. It was like one of the coolest weekends ever.
Hell yeah.
There was like close to 30 3D printed gun people. I brought the 50. I print shit he also printed one. So we had two 50s and pretty much everybody shot them. It was amazing.
Fuck yeah, man. What is your like favorite firearm? What's your go-to firearm?
I have an AR-15 that I built when I like first got like a job and had like actual money. And so I was like, I'm gonna make like the nicest AR I can, because I'd always been buying like the most dirt cheap garbage everything.
Yeah.
So I got this AR put together, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. I would definitely change things now that I know more than I did then, but I still love it. And so it's a 10.5 AR with a printed lower. And the lower is one I remixed from another designer, Avalanche Shabassi. It's awesome. It is so cool.
Hell yeah.
And it's nylon, and so it just runs. I have thousands and thousands of rounds on it. I'm very comfortable with it.
Hell yeah.
So that's my favorite gun.
You said the lower is carbon fiber nylon?
It's actually glass fiber nylon. And I printed it in OD green.
Oh,
so take that, FDE boys.
Yeah, I think there's room for both FDE and OD green. Now, personally, I don't fall in the feud of FDE or OD green because almost all of my guns are blue, so I'm safe there.
That's true. I used to be totally team FDE. And honestly, I actually don't know which one I prefer, but I just happened to print this one in green, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think there's room for both, right? Like I couldn't choose just one team of like just FDE or just OD green. Like I love, like, for an example, like the 19X, right? I think that's beautiful. I would actually love to see a 19X in all OD green. I would also love to see one in gray or even blue, right? But purple. I love purple firearms too. Arcane Tactical did a dope job on I'll see if I can pull it up. I pulled it up before. Arcane Tactical did a Cerakote job on a Strike 80 with a what kind of slide? It was a crazy ass slide. I'll have to pull it up, but it was like flat dark earth, OD green, and like some kind of like battle worn gray, but the barrel, the light, and like the back plate and like the magazine base plate, like there were just these pops of purple. And like if anybody told you those colors together, you'd be like, ugh. But when you see it, it's like, holy fuck, that works. It works.
The first Glock I printed was purple, so purple guns definitely have a special place in my heart.
No shit. I did not know that. I was not aware.
Yeah, purple is fire. Purple's a cool color.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Actually, I
could definitely see it going with FDE. I'm wondering how to do with the OD green. But
ooh, that's true. You know what?
Sure
I don't know. I don't know if it would go together on that. I think that's more of an FDE kind of thing. Let's see if I can pull it up here. And
you can do gold and purple, and FDE is like in the gold spectrum, you know?
True that. Let's see. Here it is. Woo! Okay, this is straight I hold up. Okay. Boom.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. They did an awesome job. Strike barrel, strike light slide with a strike 80 frame, arcane tactical magwell, strike EMP base plate. That's fire. So,
Man,
so
there's
what
some
kind
like
of machine are you
legitimate
running?
artists in the community.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What kind of machine are you running?
Like 3D printer.
Yeah,
So currently all of my printers are variations of Ender 3s.
okay.
By variations, I mean I've modified all of them. One of them I modified so much so that it's really the only original parts on it are the aluminum extrusions. Everything else is replaced.
Really?
And it has it's in this box of rock wool, which is like an insulation, kind of like fiberglass.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get that chamber up to as high as 125 degrees Celsius. So
Damn.
like nuts hot. Put a cup
Yeah,
of water in there and it'll boil furiously.
yeah. It's crazy.
Like that hot.
So you do that
It's
for
currently
layer
broken.
adhesion?
Some materials just kind of have to have it. There's a material called Ultim, which is like the little brother of the more well-known Peak. I could print Peak on this. I just can't bring myself to buy a roll of it because it's like, I think it's like 300 or 400 a kilogram or something like that. It's insane. Yeah.
What?
And Ultim is like 2-ish, I think, a kilogram. I forget. But I've printed a few guns in Ultim and it's pretty cool. But it's actually not as impressive as it sounds because like functionally I think for guns nylon might actually be a better option because nylon has a little bit of give to it before it breaks.
Yeah.
And so when there's a shock, the nylon, it's almost like it has a tiny bit of cushion. Whereas Ultim is technically much stronger, but instead of having that cushion, it's brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I might
that's
do
something that
Peak
kind of comes along with it.
and see if it actually is better, but Ultim's been a little bit of a disappointment, honestly.
Yeah. Toy Town Inc. says DLD After Dark uses blue helmet camo. That's the only
That's
thing
dangerous, bro. You don't want to wear that.
yeah. That's if shit pops off, that is the only thing I'm not wearing. As a matter of fact, I may find myself with a bunch of new flower
A
pots for my
collection.
garden.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of blue hat collectors or
Yeah.
would be blue hat collectors in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And who knows who those blue helmets may belong to in the future. I could think of a couple types of blue helmet wearers.
I wouldn't mind owning, but never wearing a couple.
Yeah, right. Too Many Choices says, "We miss you here, Ralph." Damn you, YouTube. I know. And shout out to Ralph. I do want to add this. So all of you guys here, we have a lot of. Oh, look at that, P80. Look at you. P80 Ralph is being featured on my stream while he's watching my stream on his stream. This is like total inception. Ralph, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me a middle finger, give me a peace sign, give me something that will tell me that you can hear me, my brother.
I'm pretty sure there's like a 20-second delay, but we'll get that from him in just a minute.
Yeah, this may get a
Ralphie
little awkward.
Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph was the man. So for you guys that may or may not know, Ralph recently, unfortunately, was canned on YouTube, and because he was canned on YouTube, he said, "You know what? This is the second time my channel's been taken from me." He was like, "I'm out of here. I'm leaving YouTube." So P80 Ralph has gone completely to Rumble. So if you guys want to do him a favor, go create an account if you don't already have one. If you do already have one, if you already follow him, that's awesome. Y'all rock. Just go find him. Find P80 Ralph. It's all P80 Ralph all together. No spaces or anything. Give him a follow. Go on his videos. Watch some of his videos. Leave some comments. Show him some love. Show him some encouragement. Our community needs to stay together.
I actually didn't know his channel was banned. I knew he was going to Rumble, but I thought he was adding Rumble. I didn't. Man, that blows.
Yeah. Yep. This is the
That dude
second
just keeps
time.
getting boned by like YouTube and NBC and whoever else. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
they're really picking on our boy.
I know, man. It's crazy. Some people may say that he did that to himself with the interview. I say, let's give the guy a break, and we should all come together and support him.
What she was wearing.
Yeah, right. He brought it upon himself. So this is a good question. This is a question without a question, but there's a question mark. So I'll let you answer. Are you a Cura dude or a Prusa slicer dude?
I am a Cura dude. The only reason is it's because it's what I started with, and I haven't had a good enough reason to change. There are some benefits to Prusa Slicer that I've seen. A lot of people actually just get better prints on Prusa Slicer. I recently bought I haven't received it yet, but I bought a Bamboo Labs printer, one of those like Carbon X whatevers.
Nice.
And it has its own slicer that's a variation of Prusa Slicer. So I'm going to learn Prusa Slicer,
Okay.
which I'm not entirely looking forward to, but I'm super excited for the Bamboo Labs printer.
Well, I'll tell you, if you need any support as you go through your transition to Prusa Slicer, let me know, because you can get prints this clean off of an Ender 3 using.
That is really good.
I mean, look, for a kid as dumb as me,
And you're new.
I am
Like
very,
you're
very
new,
new.
and that's really good.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of people tend to take this the wrong way. I look at myself as a total virgin in 3D printing. I look at myself as like a very, very new, person in 3D printing. Now, I've been like blessed with the ability to have awesome people from the community on the channel, but a lot of that was like even way before I even had a printer. So I fuck it, I'll say it. I heard that there was a little bit of backlash in the community that me being featured on the recent cerealless roast caused a little bit of flack. And some people were like, why is this asshole, speaking negatively of our prints? Yeah, like this is just a P80 guy. I mean, look at his background, bro. Like he's got a bookshelf full of P80s, but bro, I am newer into printing, right? But this is something that I'm studying. I'm trying to become, more skilled with it. And yeah, I mean, technically, this is somebody else's G code. Like I didn't slice this, so that may be why it's super clean. But shit that I'm slicing is still coming out, pretty pretty clean myself, So but I'll never claim that I am like beyond anyone or anything at all. I'm a baby in this shit, and I am always gonna come at it with like the heart of a student and super, super humble and ready to learn.
The thing is, anybody that's like seen your stuff knows you got an eye for detail and you make stuff that look fine. And so you know what looking fine is. And so like, I mean, there's people on like, the old P80 roast or the more recent serial lists who've never printed anything. And they're some of the best guests because they have no idea, like they don't know all the like drama and bull crap behind like different designs and stuff. It's just like, this is awesome. This looks lame. Like it's a more honest perspective, I think.
That is true. That's a good point.
Because like
And
I'm friends with a lot of designers, and if I see one of their designs, it's like I'm biased in favor of it.
Yeah,
But maybe
that's
it's
true.
a terrible print. Maybe it's even a terrible design. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes both. Sometimes
Yeah.
both. But like people got really sensitive when I started like asking some questions, and I was asking general questions. But the moment that you question, one of these printing like factions, it's like, oh, like when was the last time so and so has even dropped a file? And not even like that, but like I genuinely was asking, what was the last file this group dropped? I was just curious, I wasn't like, bro, when was the last time they even dropped a file, man? Come on, dude,
Ain't even in this no more.
Yeah, no, I was just genuinely curious. So yeah, it may have caused some shit, but carry guns. What do you carry?
I've been carrying a P365 for a while now. I used to always carry, and I occasionally do still, a Smith & Wesson Shield.
Okay.
I keep planning on switching to a G19, and I keep not doing it because, well, one, it's bigger, but the more important reason is I need to print a new G19. Well, actually, I need to put it together. I've already printed it.
Yeah.
And I've just been lazy. Haven't done it. I've had the print sitting, support removed for like 6 months. One of these days I'll
Damn.
put the parts in it.
Oh, dude, you gotta do that. When
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask this as a friend. By when will you have the Glock assembled by?
Oh man. You know what? I'll do it by Monday. It's just gonna
Oh,
take me like 30 minutes. I just keep not doing it.
yeah, dude. Matter of fact, great content would be if you go live on Instagram, and as long as you have all the parts, just
Assemble it.
ting, 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 put it all together.
Yeah.
It's calling your name, man.
I should go
Um,
live on Instagram. I've never done that. I've jumped on other people's, but I've never done my own.
oh, dude, your viewers, your followers would love to see you live on Instagram, especially if you don't typically do it. If they get that notification, bloop, 3D Arms is live, they'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
What?
yeah, they'll have to. Sport Brand says, Dark's a general in the question army. Most people don't know that. This is true. I ask questions.
I
DLD
mean, you interview people on a very regular basis. That's what interviewing is.
Yeah, it's literally just asking questions. Dude, this is too funny. I just got a message from DLD Hardware. Package arrived extremely quick and a handwritten note on the wrap inside. LOL. We thank you. Excellent work, my friend. And I gave him the little thank you hands and said, thank you for your support. He said, I also received your voicemail about shipping time being slightly behind. Best customer service around. Thank you, brother. Dan, thank you.
Booyah.
Booyah. That's dope. That's awesome. I had to and I just saw another message that my boy Kurt told me to check my PayPal, which usually means he is investing his entire retirement into my PayPal account. Kurt, man, you are way too good to me, brother.
Is that Kurt McGirt?
It's not Kurt McGirt, it's Kurt 24. Not to be confused with Dirt McGirt.
Oh, okay. That's Kurt
Man,
24.
see, Kurt just sent me $20, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. I still right now have your little goodie bag ready to go out, but I did not ship it out yet. So since we're talking accountability, and I'm asking 3D Arms, by when will you have the Glock assembled by?
By
I
when
will
will the goodie bag be shipped?
The goodie bag will be shipped on Monday. Finally. Thank you to everybody
How
here,
many
including
feet pics will be included?
several Polaroids that I'll have to shake and blow on.
He's gonna he can blow what? I don't know. I don't know if Kurt wants all that.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, I was extremely starstruck over the weekend. I was like blown away that I was amongst these YouTubers, these gun tubers, like I mentioned earlier, Iraq veteran, 8888, Eric and Chad, Jared from Guns and Gadgets, John Patton from the Gun Collective, Jay the Shooter, Mr. Wilkes, Guns Out TV, um, Langley Outdoors, like these like giants in the community, and they were just sitting there. Like we went to the bar till 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just chilling with them, and like they're
That
sitting
is
here.
so cool.
Man, it felt awesome to be around like the giants, and they're just regular dudes, and they were talking to me, and they were like giving me advice and saying like, here's some things you should do, and it was cool, man. It felt great. So um, I appreciate it. If you guys are out there right now, I am indeed grateful for all of you. Thank you.
And you're gonna meet more people at the 8888 shoot too.
I will be out there uh, in a couple weeks. I'll be out there in a couple weeks. I forgot we're not supposed to say exactly when, apparently. But when I was out there at the event at XCal, I met this ammo company. It's called G9 Defense, and it's just the 9 is just because 9mm is superior to 40 caliber. That's why that's in their
Correct.
their company name. And the dude. So two things. They developed this AR tool / gunsmithing tool, and check this shit out. So this is an AR tool, right? It is designed to be a hammer and a pin puncher. So it's on a spring system, right? So let's say you need to like start a roll pin. You kind of set one side on there, you pull the other back, and you let go, and it whack, and it whacks, right? So I got one AR that I built that is like the takedown pins are like extremely tight because they're titanium, and I don't know if it's different, maybe because of the material. They're not like highly polished. They're just like they're not slick. They're much more like rough. And Dark, you got the biggest little channel on the tubes. I know, right? I was trying to tell them, like, no, my people come in and they stay for the whole stream. He's like, there's no way people stay there for 2-3 hours. I was like, no, dead ass. Like, they stay the whole time. It's crazy. But yeah, so like those pins are super tight on it. So with this, I could just bring this out in the field, have a little clip on it, put it in my molly, like whatever, and I could just go like, whoosh, whoosh. It's like flicking a rubber band, but with a punch. It's like a self-contained hammer. It's so dope.
You could probably break glass with it too.
Yeah, I think it could be used as a glass breaker too. That's so funny that you said that. That was one of the first things that came to my mind.
Yeah. I mean, like, not that you're going to carry it for that reason, but be kind of fun to try.
I'll get one of the extra tips and just like sharpen it, But they also, so the takedown tool is the company is called, I think it's AR takedown tool, like ARTT, right? Yeah, AR
Mhm.
takedown tool. And they're one of their affiliate companies is G9 Defense. These guys right here, right? I don't want the bullets to fall out. So he was like, "Here, take a couple boxes. Like, get out of here, kid. You're bothering me. Give me a couple, right?" So this
Oh
it,
my.
it is the external hollow point. This freaking thing is going what? This is the 80 grain going 1,500 feet per second, and the energy that it creates on impact is nuts. Um, it may appear at first glance that it is similar to other bullets on the market, but I assure you, there's a
It's got the twist to it.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's unique.
yeah, and it was designed like this for a very specific reason. And if you guys go watch their YouTube video, because I can't play it on this, but their YouTube video shows in a very detailed manner exactly why it is designed like this. And this shit explodes like it is like nuts what happens when it hits shit. The other thing that they did is they created this more more geared towards like self defense or like penetration of game. This is called the Woodsman. The other one is called the yeah, the external hollow point. Sorry, I said that. This one is called the Woodsman. This one is a two-piece casing. So the primer portion is stainless steel. The body is like polished nickel. The bullet has like this crazy like nipple, just like you showed me before we went live. And
One of my
the
favorite
owner of the
things.
company, the owner of the company killed a fucking buffalo with a 9 millimeter, 124 grain, going 1,250 feet per second. This thing is nuts.
What's like normal speed for 9 mil? Because I'm thinking like if you have a stainless steel bottom to it, you could get way higher pressures than you could
Yeah,
with brass, you know?
yeah, I think because this one is a 124 grain, whereas this one is 80 grain, right?
A
So
little on
like,
the heavy side.
yeah, so this is going 1,250 feet per second. Typically 124, around 1250. That's pretty standard. Um, Anywhere
Okay.
from like 1150 to 1350 is probably standard. Some stuff like what I got in this bad boy, I think it's in my backup mag, is no, this is the HSTs. What I usually carry. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm not carrying them right now, but oh, nice. What is that?
Same exact thing. Also the HSTs.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the HSTs are fucking gangster, man. So there's another round. It is called the BPLE. The BPLE is a 115 grain plus P plus, pushing like 14 to 1,500 feet per second. It is fucking bananas. Yeah, things zipping. Like it's honestly pretty close to the performance of a 357 SIG out of a 9 millimeter.
That
And
is nuts.
especially if you got a longer barrel, like out of my Scorpion, I'm throwing those out of like a 7.75-inch barrel, and those things are fucking zipping out of there.
Night Custom in the comments says Liberty Defense makes a 2000 FPS 9 mil.
They do, and they
That's
make a 2,300 feet per second 357 SIG, and both of those go through level 3A armor. He's like, "Oh, I need to buy a box of this right now." So the cheapest place that I've found them is Palmetto State Armory, and I actually have an affiliate link. I'm just throwing that out there if you want me
That's
to send that
faster
to
than a
you.
lot of 5.56 goes.
23. It depends on barrel length. If you're pushing like
Yeah.
16 and a half to, to
Oh,
20
wow.
inch, you're looking at 3,000.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're right.
2300
Google
is
misled
like,
me.
yeah, out of like a 10.3 ish, you're pushing like 20, 25, 2600 feet per second.
Still, I mean, you're getting basically rifle ballistics.
Yes, out
Close
of
to
like,
rifle ballistics.
so like a Glock 33, which is the 26 size 357 SIG with those rounds, is over 2,000 feet per second and can literally blow a hole through soft armor like nothing. 1776 Supply Co. What's up, brother?
What's up, 1776?
Good to see you. Thank you for coming
Good
in.
year.
To a good year. Actually, and while you do that,
and Concord.
while you do that, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Oh, too many choices. Come on.
What was I doing?
Sorry. Chat with chat if you could for a
That was
second.
that.
I'm just gonna grab a drink real quick, and I'll be black. Just
Yeah.
stay right here.
Oh, hey chat. How y'all guys doing? Let's see what people. How's my audio, by the way? I'm trying out like a new setup. So normally I would have like headphones on and use the mic that's attached to the camera. But I'm trying this bad boy because it's directional. Which basically just means it's only taking sound from this side. So I got the speakers putting audio towards me, but hopefully the mic's not picking it up. Does that sound right, boys? Audio sounds good to Morning Star. I'll be black, stay white here. Awesome. Love it, boys. Thank you. I like just set this up earlier today. And so I'm glad it's working. Sport brand, it could blow out a lung. But that's actually by definition what all 9mm does. You just got to ask the president. We're just talking about blown out lungs.
Yes. You know, the 9mm is famous for that, but the 40 caliber round is not.
Yep, 40 cal won't blow a lung out. A liver, probably, but not a lung.
Yeah, livers are softer, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, they won't be able to drink alcohol, but they'll still be able to breathe.
I don't want to know what was said while I was gone. Let's see. Oh my God. This guy. Oh my God. Audio is good. Video
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, I know. I guys, what I think it is, I've finally realized that in the new place with the new GAT lab, my new GAT lab, and it's doing it again. Sorry, guys. My new GAT lab is like so far away from my router with all like this like steel beams and shit that I'm in like a fucking Faraday cage, and my Wi-Fi doesn't like get up here all the time. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Set up a little mesh network. You know what I mean? So
Background looks really cool, though.
well, thank you. It is. I mean, I gotta
compared
say,
to the blinds and door, and hey, look, it's my TV and my little drawing of a camel on my wall.
You drew a camel?
I got it at a thrift shop for 25 cents, and I love it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna show you guys.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's awesome. 40 is junior varsity 10mm.
Stuck to the wall. I used that like Velcro stuff, so it ain't coming off.
Yeah, no,
Right,
that's
boys.
okay. I believe you. Oh, dope.
Still remains a mystery.
So he says the Wi-Fi is weak, but the signal stays strong. I like that. That's witty. All right, so let's talk about what's next for you, Mr. 3D Arms. What other projects are you working on that you can talk about, or what are the projects like? Do you want to see in the future?
Oh, I'll talk about anything. Hopefully, what's next is this 12 gauge. But one reason why the 12 gauge isn't getting done is because I keep getting other ideas that are easier.
Yeah.
And so one idea I had, and I've talked to a couple of people about this, and it turns out some other people have actually had similar ideas before me. I was talking to Zip about this, and it's apparently something he's actually already come up with. I don't think he's done it yet, but as I was chatting with him about this idea, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm working on something similar." But you know those like they're unobtainium, but it's an AR-15 bolt carrier group that doesn't use a buffer tube at all. Not like one of those 2-inch buffers like the Deadfoot, but like one where you can literally just have a pick rail on the back of your lower.
Yep.
Y'all know those?
Mm-hmm.
So Law Tactical is coming out with one. I think it's gonna be like 400 or something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully less. We'll see. Maybe 300. But I was thinking, I think I figured out a way that we, like 3D printing people, could design and get one of those for way less money, basically the price of a regular bolt carrier group.
Mm.
And here's how it works. Can I show a BCG on screen? Can I show a bolt carrier group?
No.
Oh, am I back?
Sorry, I thought I lost you for a second. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, so bolt carrier group is good to show?
Yep.
Because it doesn't look like a gun.
Yeah, no, you're good. They did can me for that upper a couple weeks ago, but you should be good.
I heard about that. That's why I was worried. Okay, this has so much grease on it. But so basically what you would do is you would cut it, but not flush with the firing pin like you would do with like a straight pull. Cut it a little further. So you got these arms, but just for like, half an inch or a little less. And then you would get a send. Oh man, look how dirty this is. A send cut send piece that hooks onto these arms and juts out a little bit. And on either side, you would end up putting a Glock recoil spring. And they make these in pretty much any strength you want. And so you'd have one on either side. It would have to go in a printed upper because you need more room in the upper to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it would let you get whatever spring pressure you need because they come up to 30-pound variants.
Yeah.
So you could literally have 60 pounds of resistance there, which would be more than you would need. You'd have 2 Glock springs, and so then it would recoil just the distance of an upper. And so you'd have a printed upper with your janky send cut send / Glock recoil spring bolt carrier group, but you could have a pick rail on the back with a folding buffer, and it'd be fully functional. So that's something I might just jump and do real quick because like I think I can do it really quick and easy. So I might do that before I do the 12 gauge, but hopefully I do the 12 gauge. If anyone else wants to do this, feel free. You don't even need to credit me. You don't even need to mention me. If anybody else wants to do it, fully support. Fully support. Feel free to send me questions if you have questions, though. I will help you.
1776 says
that's like, something I've been thinking about.
He says there's like 100 people working on that idea. It's crazy because like being able to like speak to developers and like talk to people that are doing shit like this, it's like, oh my god, like all these incredible people are having like similar ideas, and unfortunately some of them are separated like by the community, right? Because there's these unspoken rules.
Cool yet ED2, gun cat idea. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Then there's like
I love all of y'all.
Yeah,
every group.
Like we all need to work with each other, And then there's the other guys.
Everyone's a D-bag at some point, but I still think all y'all are cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Even if you've said a dumb thing at some point, because like everybody has, even if it wasn't online.
Yeah. So he says, I've seen so many versions of this idea, each one a little different, all amazing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
1776. I know you work with Zip. So I actually mentioned it to Zip because I know one of the like future arcs he wanted to do like a bufferless. And so I was like, hey bro, have you ever thought about this? And he was like, yeah, actually, dude, I have like a similar idea I'm already working on.
Mhm.
And so yeah, so Zip, prior to me ever mentioning anything to him, he hasn't told me exactly how it works, his version, but he has a similar type of way to do a bufferless. And I'm excited to see what he comes up with because everybody knows Zip. Like Zip's a smart dude.
Yeah.
He has like engineering in his brain, you know.
Yep. Yep. It is built in. He never stops thinking like that. Farmer James, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Clint Eastwood, all y'all.
I'm gonna wash my hands real quick.
Yeah, you got it. Oh wow, 3D arms. I can share my renders of my design with you. That's dope. I'll make sure to let him know when he returns. Let's see who else. Sorry, you guys haven't been paying too much attention to chat. I apologize. Let's see. Techno. Unobtainium. Buying a house in California. No, that's true unobtainium. Yeah, it's unfortunate. 9mm for the win. Yeah, dude, this 9mm shit is crazy. A little spear point two. I mean, dude, having the steel primer piece right there. I guess whatever it would be called, like the end of the casing, and then the nickel casing with a 100% copper machined projectile, and then this bad boy is, oh man, like this thing, like the way that they explained it was like when it hits, like it's designed to have like this crazy negative energy around the spots that are machined, and it just blows shit up. Like when they shot a cantaloupe, like that shit just went and just sprayed everywhere. So the guy designs or describes the design in like a way better way than I ever could, and he explains why it looks like this, and he also explains why it is called a let me make sure we get it, an external hollow point, and that shit is just so beautiful too, you know. I told him, I was like, wow, that shit is gorgeous. It's like jewelry. He was like, yeah, you like jewelry? Here you go. It's like, damn. Yeah, so 1776 said, 3D arms, let me know. I'd be happy to share my renders with you of that concept with the PCG.
I would definitely love to see that. Instagram is the easiest place to reach me. Send me a message on there. I would really like to see it because I feel like it could be like a really big deal in the 3D printed community. Like if we can do something that the regular gun people can't, that's
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, that's crazy. I
Like
mean, look
you
at
could
how
buy a
long.
BRN for however much they cost, or do magic 3D printed stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I look at like the BRN 180 or even like the Jackal, right? Like when the PSA Jackal was introduced, they said this is going to be a new, crazy, bufferless piston design that's going to MSRP at $799, and then that was pre the world going crazy. So when it comes out, they're like, guys, it's actually like $1199, and
Yeah.
but you can just buy the lower for 350 and the upper for 650. I've been so tempted, but the reason I haven't really, pushed forward and purchased it is because I have to choose between FDE and OD Green.
Yeah, I've seen the Jackal. The only reason I don't think anyone's developed a lower specifically for it is that price.
Yeah.
Because it looks awesome. It looks really good. And you could make some really cool stuff with a 3D printed lower to just like match it perfectly.
Yeah.
But the price tag. But if
Yeah.
we could do something not 100% DIY, but like largely DIY,
Mhm.
and obviously there'd be kits that people would sell as well. Like that'd be super cool. Be super cool.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to talk
Patriot
Civ.
Wizard. Good evening. Good evening, Patriot Wizard. There may be some folks in here um, from the XCal event. So anybody that's here from the XCal event that I recently met, thank you. I appreciate it. It's dope to actually meet people in person. My wife says hi. Hello, Farmer James, Mrs. Farmer James. I'm stoked. Hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be dope. Think of a Mac 11 bolt mixed with an AR-15 carrier, but dual spring for the hammer clearance. Ooh,
Huh.
nice. What? Didn't see him. Didn't see him. Yeah, I don't see Gerchop either, y'all. I
Yeah,
don't
where
know.
is Gertrude?
He's been in here. He's been in. Sometimes he just lurks, and then when you say his name, he just appears from the back.
Yeah, more often than not when I'm watching, I have your stream on a phone and I'm doing what P80 Ralph is doing, where like I'm doing something else and listening. And then
Yeah,
I'll hear
yeah.
something interesting and I go, oh, yo, what's that?
Yeah, yeah, I do the same thing. Like, it's funny though, because like so often, like we're so attached to like the validation, right? So like, 2A EDU was live, and I sent a comment, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, brother? Like, just wanted to say what's up. Like, appreciate you streaming, and appreciate what you do for the community, and just wanted to say hi." And I sat and I watched and I waited for him to see my comment and put it on screen. It's like we get this weird thing where it's like, I want to be liked, I want to be validated, you know?
Um, so back in the day, when before I made the 3D Arms YouTube channel, I had a YouTube channel that was just like my name. Um, and I remember like one time I made a comment on one of your live streams and you put it up there and I was like, yeah. I was stoked.
Yes. Dude,
And also
it
that
feels
happened one time on the roast and I was like, man, this is awesome.
good.
It
Hell
feels
yeah.
good. It does.
3D Arms. It's Gerchop. I said it's Gerchop. I don't see him, y'all. Did somebody like
It's
um
Gertrude.
that was beautiful.
Let's Gertrude. My boy.
Dang, dude, you got the
Does
metal
Gertrude
voice.
like metal? I hope you like metal.
He does now. I'll tell
Yeah, you
you.
do now.
Yeah,
There
he
is for
likes
all
he likes
eternity
men. He's
your name screamed in metal on YouTube.
so okay. So you have to have some type of a background in that.
Yeah. I've done vocals for like uh bands that I've been in. Um I've done a good amount of like music stuff in general. I used to play bass, although I honestly kind of sucked at it.
For
I've done
real?
like rhythm guitar for like local bands too. Honestly, I'm at instrumental stuff. I'm always the worst member of whatever band I'm in. But I love doing like the screams, and so I've done that with a couple of bands.
And is it just exclusively metal or like any other genre?
Um, I was in like a punk band as a rhythm guitarist. And I'm not totally sure what we were band as a bassist. Our guitarist was a metal guy, but none of the other people were metal. So the guitar was like very like intricate and super cool, like our lead guitarist.
Hmm.
But like there was no, with a few exceptions, there was almost no screaming. It was just a bunch of friends and like we played a handful of shows.
Nice.
Yeah. I used to do like recording for like local bands and stuff. like all
Really?
through college. That was like my free time was like I'd go to shows, and if there was a band I liked, I'd be like, guys, y'all want to come record in my like apartment studio? And made some pretty cool stuff.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. There may be out there in the wild about 3, let's call it 2.5 albums of your boy Dark out there on some lyrics, some hip hop. It's good shit. It's good shit. Some of the beats.
Oh,
I'll tell you this because I can't give too much info out, but I'll tell you this. Some people in our community have heard it, and they're like, "That's you." There's no fucking way that's you. Like that actually sounds good. I'm like, damn, what do you think of me? But I'll tell you that one of the beats that we used, it was this guy that like when his beat dropped, they said something kind of like like when you hear shit like Jason Derulo, you heard his name, or like when like just shit that they throw in to like kind of watermark their beats, right?
we got the best music.
Yeah, exactly. That like that type of shit. So we would hear his beats all the time, right? But then one day he just disappeared, right? And didn't know where he went. He had left and left the community. Didn't put any more beats up. His page went down, and we're like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on? And we hear this song. It's like 50 Cent dropped this new song, and it was Candy Shop. Or no, I'm sorry, not Candy Shop. It was that I get money. That was him.
Mm-hmm.
He sold that beat to not 50 Cent directly, but
Probably
to
to the label.
yeah, to the label. And I don't think he made another beat in his fucking life. He just probably capitalized off of that and then just disappeared.
Dude,
It's
that's
crazy.
cool.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna
DLD
hunt
Dark
for these DLD vocals.
I
Like,
may for you, I could trust you, so I may put you onto it. So it's good
dude, I
shit.
really want to hear it. That's cool. Honestly,
Nice.
all the stuff of me that's recorded is not very good because, like, I don't know. I'd record other people and have motivation to do it, but recording myself, I was just too lazy.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, most of the most difficult part, like even when you capture like excellent vocals, it's never perfect. So the amount of editing and mixing and I mean that intricacy, I never got like really skilled with that. Oh shit. Oh shit. We have breaking motherfucking news. Hold on.
Okay. What? So the internet's down for somebody. I don't know who, but chat. If you have a line you want to hear me do screamo of, you just let me know.
Yeah, my apologies. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
I
heard
had
something about
to
like breaking news, and then you cut out until. Can you hear me now?
so I was actually reading something. I promise I wasn't frozen. Um, so the rare breed customer list for the FRTs has been out. Um, the every FRT that was purchased on Gunbroker, they've already backtracked all that shit, and there already been some arrests, and they are going to houses and knocking on doors. And after a big fight, the Big Daddy Unlimited customer list has been released. The ATF has it, and one of our viewers just got visited.
let's quickly do a what you should do if you get visited portion of the stream. Everyone here probably knows, but just to make sure, don't talk to cops. Say, I mean, the only thing you want to say is, do you have a warrant? If they don't let them in. And then say, I'd like to speak with a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's it. If they don't have a warrant, say, have a nice day and close the door. If they do, it is what it is. They're going to come in.
Yeah.
Don't open anything for them, though. Make them do it. Like, you're safe. You're going to want to be like, oh, I don't want them to break it. I'm going to open it from. Don't do it. Make them get in. There are legal reasons why that's advantageous to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So answer no questions. Someone in the chat just said that. The only things you say is, I'd like to speak with the lawyer.
Yeah. I'd like to see a lot of people say, well, if I just tell them that, you know, I destroyed it, or if I tell
Or
them
I don't have it anymore, they will fuck you up.
Yes, there's now the biggest thing is that they want to catch you in a lie so they can come back with a warrant. So the more you talk, every sentence, every word and every sentence gets you closer.
Nothing can benefit you whatsoever.
Yeah.
It can only hurt you. And if they don't, they will break your safe if you have a safe.
And most safes have hacks. Most safes have hacks to get around it, and they know them. Like for a while, those Winchester safes, you could literally type in 1 2 3 4 5 or 1 2 3 4 5 6, and almost every Winchester safe would open up. You could not deprogram it. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. The best thing to say is I don't feel comfortable answering questions without an attorney present, because if you are like really, really mean, rude, ruthless, and they're just gonna find anything, the smallest, stupidest thing to, to fuck with you. Be kind, right? Like even like whatever you have to do, be kind. Don't answer any questions without an attorney present. And yeah, just I'm not giving any advice because, it's not my job to give legal advice. But if a knock came on my door, now I'd never purchased one. I never, even though I was very like curious about them, it was last August that I saw the ATF memo that said, or the ATF determination letter that said the ATF has declared the forced reset trigger, the FRT-15, to be an illegal machine gun. That's it. After that point, it doesn't matter that it's a semi-auto trigger. It doesn't matter that we say it resets. It doesn't matter. At that point, it is the same fucking thing as an illegal Glock switch. It's the same thing as an unregistered silencer. It's the same thing. It is an NFA item. So it's it's no good. Don't answer questions without an attorney. Be kind, be respectful, and just say
don't consent to a search
Yeah.
unless they have a warrant, in which case you're not even consenting. It's just they have a warrant.
Yeah. See, Ron Bayer gets it. If you take my legal advice, you're stealing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shout out to CRS Firearms. He used to say that. As a matter of fact, if you take legal advice from me, you're stealing. ATF kicked my door before. Nothing new. Damn. That sucks. Well,
What's that, bro?
Being that this is a viewer that has been part of the community for a very long time, you can come on and kind of discuss what happened. There are reports of a lot of people that have said, "Hey, I did purchase it." The moment that you say I didn't purchase it, I don't have it, They'll be like, okay, no problem.
You're
Have a good
done.
day. You're fucking done. They will be back with a warrant and they're going to fuck you in the butthole. Not actually. They won't actually do that. Most likely. I can't guarantee it, but
But once you get to prison, someone will.
yes, absolutely. So, a lot of people say, well, like in one of my earlier videos, I said, well, if I got a knock on the door, what I would do is I would say I did purchase it. Yes. Like if this was if you can't keep your fucking mouth shut and you have to say, whatever, this is when I thought a little bit differently about things. I had said, if you were to say something, you shouldn't say anything more than I did purchase it. I did have possession of it. And the moment that I found out it was illegal, I destroyed it. Now, I would not say a fucking word. I would say, I do not feel comfortable answering questions without an attorney. Well, we have proof that I do not feel comfortable asking questions, answering.
You can even just say the word lawyer and
Yeah,
have that be the only word in your vocabulary.
yeah. That's also what CRS did. Lawyer, lawyer, lawyer. Like,
Although, yeah, it's probably not good to antagonize them because
yeah,
they're the people who, can mess you up.
yeah, yeah. So you definitely want to be safe. DLD After Dark, they are going to put in a place where someone will hit that brown star. Wow, thank you. I thought that was going to be.
They're gonna hit the brown star.
Jesus Christ. Your prison wallet is in danger.
Yeah, I hope you're prison packing because when you get in there, you're going to need it.
Yeah. Lawyer, I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
Only gay
PWDC.
cops arrest me.
This is actually a good rhyme right here. Exactly. PWEDC, the FRT. Just kidding. Don't do that. My wife says it's bedtime.
They might not find it.
They might not. They won't. But the jail will definitely find it.
The big boy you meet's going to find it.
He's going to, ow! Sorry. But True 3D, read the Supreme Court decision on that. On what?
Yeah, I'm not sure which thing.
Yeah. But Dark, there's some fine ass female cops, SA. Yes, there are. Especially where I live. There are some bad ass female cops. But I don't want them messing with my beehole.
I'll make an exception.
Yes.
Chappelle is hilarious. Chappelle's the best. Or at least he's up there. Hide it in someone else's beehole. Yes, definitely. Hey, if you can do it without them noticing,
that's a
you
winner.
probably committed assault, but I kind of respect it.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to jail for another reason now, too.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so bad.
No.
Okay. What would it force reset in a PWEDC? Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so
no more refractory period. Know what I'm saying, boys?
Now, before we discuss any more FRTs in people's buttholes, which no one at this channel
which we will
doing.
Something else first.
Yeah, we'll continue talking about FRT buttholes. What is your take on the current status of the United States?
So it's kind of like white pill versus black pill. And I kind of switch back and forth. Like sometimes I'll see things that make me think, you know what, like things are going to be all right. And then I see stuff from certain states And so, depending on the day, I might be like, hey, the Bruin decision comes out. Like, maybe things are going to be good now. But I think so many of these ideologues on one specific side, but certainly on both sides of the spectrum, they're going to push what they want no matter what the Supreme Court does. And they're just going to bide their time till the Supreme Court or some court smacks something down, and then they have to do it again. And so, like, I mean, things continuing how they are is always the most likely option, but the probability of rapid change, collapse, I think, or rapid division of a civil variety, I think the chance of that, although very small, is increasing. And so maybe within our lifetimes, hopefully not, but like it does seem more and more likely that there's going to be some big change. Hopefully, I mean, I'm personally a fan of the idea of national divorce. Just let people who want to live their lives different ways do so in different places. But too many people want to rule over someone else. And so the authoritarians of any political persuasion don't want that. They want authority over not just people who think the same as them, but especially people who think differently.
Yeah.
And so although a peaceful separation I think would be great, I think there's too many people who won't let it happen.
Okay. So, are you thinking that that we're more than likely going to see like a peaceful separation or a like violent kinetic interaction?
I think the second is more likely. Like, you look at how divisive things have gotten just in the past 5-6 years. I mean, maybe a little more than that, but it's really ramped up. Like,
Hmm.
when I was in high school, for example, um, I think I'm a little younger than you. I'm not sure, but Obama was elected near the end of my high school time. Um,
Okay.
and people who were Obama people versus people who were McCain people still seemed to get along. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But then, and honestly, even when it was, Romney versus Obama, uh, I had a lot of like, I honestly didn't love either of them, but I had a lot of more like Obama friends who were fine with me not being pro Obama.
Yeah.
But then when it came to Hillary versus Trump, and way more so with Biden versus Trump,
Yeah.
the people who I disagreed with, it changed more so from like, okay, we have a difference in opinion, to like, it felt like they hated me. Like, they viewed me as evil because I wasn't in favor of their guy. And that's without even being in favor of the guy they were against. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
imagine how much more they hated people who were, like Trump fans, like MAGA type people. I was like, if they
Yeah.
hate me this much, and I'm not even like the person they really hate. Like,
Yeah.
you look at that much division. Oh, dude.
Being
Yo, Fast and Furious is in.
purposefully. Yeah. No, no, you're right. I mean that level of division is being like purposefully programmed into the general public, and it's it's crazy. So AA Outdoors was the one that sent me the email that the ATF had come to his home, and let me see if I missed anything from him. He had something here. He says I'm good. I gave them no info. The maybe special agent, the ATF special agent, was actually straight and said it is garbage. You mentioned Rifle Remedy and like 10 gun broker sellers. Honestly, I think so. This is one of the tactics that I was thinking of. I was thinking that like you may get some like ETF agents that are just like um bro dark you capitalized the three. I don't get it. Oh, hold on. In the
Oh, maybe it says pound D arms.
Oh my God. Yes, I did. Let me change that right now. Thank you. Pound the arms.
Mm.
Pound the arms. Thank you, Plastic Gats. The only one coming to my rescue. Um, that's incredible. Yeah, Frag Out Designs. I hope you're getting better, friend. So like a civil war, it's already begun. There won't be a siren that goes off signaling the start. It will be small ideologic skirmishes. Yeah, it's interesting. So I have a couple different outlooks on this, but really quickly, just before I forget, the one of the things that came to my mind was that like we may get like some, ATF agents coming to the door, like pretending to be like totally based, like, bro, like, look, I know, man, it's bullshit, but hey, I got a job to do, man. Like, come on, brother, like, like, probably have like 1776 tattoos and like 3% tattoos and shit like that, but don't get it twisted. Like, I say this frequently, your government hates you and they want you dead. And I know that is very hyperbolic, but what I have seen is that the entire world, they are trying to do every single thing they can to take the military aged male that is armed and make him the enemy. I mean, look at our president's most recent speech, right? These MAGA Republicans, like, bro, you're literally like, oh God, it just nauseates me. Like, you are painting a target on
Painting a
everyone
huge
that just
portion of
has,
the country as the enemy is not a sign of a
yeah,
healthy country.
yeah. And 2 years ago, you were talking about unity. Now, like, trust me, like, I have, there's no fantasy in my mind that, like, believed any fucking thing that he said, right? Like, ever at any point. And Trump too, right? Like let's be real, like the only reason why like I would ever vote for Trump is to be under $2 for gas. Like, I don't, I, I don't believe in the
To
political
avoid
system.
whoever he's running against,
Yeah,
as a lesser of two evils type scenario.
yeah. I mean, I because of what I have seen, I have completely given up on the political system. I have a really difficult time now, believing that any of it's real. And obviously, I know, right? There's the right and the left, and red and blue, and this and that. And honestly, I think all of it is divisive, and it's been put here to control us. And there was a point where people were literally getting murdered over, you know, displaying the fact that they had different beliefs, and it's crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
I do believe we're already in a civil war because people are being programmed to fight the ideological war of others.
Yeah. Ideological differences aren't viewed like they're not viewed as differences of opinion anymore. They're viewed as like right versus wrong, good versus evil, things that invoke these very strong like enemy ally type. I mean, even like those words are used. Um and like we know what they're associated with.
Yeah,
Like it's yeah, too many choices. It's a religion. Politics very often is a religion.
yeah,
As some of you might be able to gather, I'm mostly libertarian. I just want the government to F off.
yeah,
Uh, that's not my only political belief, but it's a good portion of it.
yeah,
And like, oh my gosh, I can't stand like these people who just like hate someone just for having a different opinion. And these aren't like crazy. This isn't like, kill the Jews type opinion. This is like, oh, I think like taxes shouldn't be like as high. Or like, oh, I think, some like, I don't know, immigration or
For firearms policy,
like social service or firearms policy. Yeah. Like any of these things, which let's be honest, they're not nearly on the level that you should be looking into like, hey, these are the enemies,
because if you look at
calling everyone Nazis when most people are not.
yeah, and I'm sitting here saying that what I'm saying is hyperbolic, but yeah, you're right. Like these fools are calling regular ass people Nazis, like that's crazy. But it's the same thing that that the left is doing to their people. They're making the ideas and the information be what they're told that is dangerous, right? And then the same thing on the right. People on the right are being told these thoughts, ideas, and practices are dangerous, and they're affecting your children, they're affecting your schools, and I'm not saying they're not, right? But they're literally playing both sides. They're all on, whether it's mainstream media or politics or whatever, that it's all the same shit, and both sides are using like psychological manipulation to make people hate each other. And that's why I end the streams the way that I do every single time. That's why I hopefully think I act a certain way to be kind and to be a good person and to not judge someone for their beliefs, because like you guys are looking at somebody that what most people would call me as an extremist of some sort. Like you're also looking at a guy that voted for Obama in his first term, so like I compromised on my views because a dude could fucking talk slick, right? Like, and I fell for that shit. But obviously never again. But people can change. Their beliefs and their perceptions can change. So have faith that some of these people that are teetering the line, that are just parroting shit that they've heard, can also change. Usually it's just by asking them a few questions. Most of these people don't even understand why they think a certain way or why they believe certain things. It's because they've been told certain things. And I think you guys would be surprised if you took a moment to actually speak with people and challenge their beliefs in a really kind way and ask them questions and ask them to explain something, and they can't get it out because the thoughts behind the fucking bullshit narratives don't actually exist because they're being told what to think. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot
you're
of
still
people
here.
aren't as lost as their beliefs would indicate. They just are going along with things they've heard,
Yeah, because they believe their camp, their side, their political, whatever, like they're right, and anything else is dangerous. Both sides.
The only group that's too far gone is the ones that go in the wood chipper.
Yeah, true that.
They're too far gone.
Yep.
But still.
True that. DLD After Dark, thank you for switching subjects. I really enjoy these types of conversations. I appreciate that. You never know what we're going to discuss. Sometimes it hops into different things. But all this shit is true. AA Outdoors. Well, I'm sorry. I'm part of it. I'm just sharing my experiences, right? I'm not saying that my anecdotal experiences are all true. I'm just saying. So AA Outdoors says, speaking of that, I was spooked because my 3D printers and exactly what you mentioned might have been there. Oh, you may not want to say stuff like that, because I could almost guarantee you that them peoples be watching stuff, especially if you've made very large fireworks on stream before.
Speaking of the ATF watching things, did any of you guys see that guy who posted on Twitter like a Ziploc bag of like 60 Boogles, so drop-in auto sears, that he took to a New York buyback and got
what?
$21,000. It's like
What?
Cobra Economics, who is the guy who did the Harlots, and he was like the first big, because we've all talked about this forever, but no one did it. But Cobra Economics was the first big guy to like really make it happen. He got some like 6K, 8K, I forget exactly, but a lot.
Yeah.
And a few more people have done it. And yeah, this one dude, I don't know if I believe it either, honestly. Plastic Gats. I mean, he posted images of the auto sears and of the gift cards. I'm still a little suspicious of it, but
dude, I mean,
maybe.
that's
And I want to believe. I want it to be real.
ooh, man, could you imagine though? Like, so they technically
You'd
have
be
to be.
sweating bullets.
Dude, that's like literally that's like going through airport security when like, whatever. Um, that's like a drug mule going through airport security. Sweating bullets, freaking like not knowing what to do with their all hands all pale and shit. Damn, dude, that is a ballsy mofo if that is true.
Yeah. I hope it's true. I mean, he's
I'll
got
believe
photos,
it.
but I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
so
Goonbeam.
the thing is like, so they technically have to be functioning firearms, right? Now, by the definition of a machine gun, a conversion device is a machine gun as well in itself. But that would mean they would have to function
But
test
doesn't
every
function
single
on
one.
its own. And
Yeah, it
obviously,
doesn't. But if the ATF kicked down a door and found a bag full of Boogles, it would be, auto jail, no questions. Like you're done, right? So like how? Yeah, I don't know. That's a really interesting one. I would like to learn more about that. And hear it here first, folks. If the person that did that wants to come out and have a conversation about it, even if they want to wear a mask and use a freaking IP or whatever, I don't care.
voice
Like,
modulator.
yeah, whatever they want to do. If they are willing to come out and talk about it, or if somebody here knows to somebody that knows to somebody or whatever, they could completely in confidence use a burner number, account on someone else's Wi-Fi. I don't care. Come on here and talk about it. And I want to know if it was true. Because if it is true, fucking Chad, move all day.
Legend.
Yes, legendary. Just roll up like boom, like drop a fucking gallon-sized bag of Boogles.
A bag. Yeah, it's.
Dude.
I can probably text you the image, because I mean it's on Twitter.
Dude.
You're not on Twitter, are you?
Yep.
Oh, you are?
I am.
Okay, I'll
VTuber with the voice mod. Yeah. They give you gift cards, likely Visa, and you go buy more items. Then they put you on a list because you use the gift cards. It's a trap. I know, but did you guys hear that there's actually
probably right.
a big group of people that are fighting back against that? And American Express, so like one of the most like woke credit card companies in the United States, said we don't feel comfortable changing the sporting goods tag or whatever to a specific firearm code because some blah blah blah, something like that could be really dangerous. And basically Amex was like, we're not doing it. We're not playing ball. So I thought that was really fucking gangster.
Something, speaking of like ATF and like Gangster and stuff. Something I've thought about doing, but ATF I haven't done. But chat, let me know what you think. So take like the Boogle or whatever drop-in autosayer, scale it up like 5 times so it wouldn't go in any real gun, and print that and put it on a wall. Would that be cool? I feel like it'd be kind of cool.
dope.
And I'm pretty sure it'd be legal because it wouldn't
Oh my God.
work with anything. Like making every individual piece.
No way. Oh
Sounds
my
like we got some more
God.
juicy info. Oh yeah, that's
No, no,
yeah. So I just said that to him.
yeah,
That's
I'm
the
looking at
bag
the-
of Boogles.
Wow. Okay, so as these sit right now, they cannot be function tested. And there's one particular reason why. I won't go into it, but there's a reason why these, as they sit right now, and it's the reason they were designed that way, they cannot be put into a lower receiver as they sit right now. There's one slight modification you need to make before. So I have a couple friends that are 07, 02 SOTs that are lawfully, like they're allowed, even at XCal. Eric and Chad from Iraq Veteran were there, and they had a 3D printed autoseer. They had a few of them, and they were using them right, and lawfully. If you print a file like that, you have to make a very slight modification before you can drop it into a lower receiver. So I don't know if these were function tested, which leads me to believe. I mean, I don't know. You see, you never know.
I mean, it just depends on if the cops who are doing it, how they decide to do it that day. I mean, there's human error to everything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's
There's
how
no
it
way,
should be done and how
because
it actually is done.
You can't function test those either.
No. Did they pay for this?
I guess so.
Huh. Man, if they were that loose, I would have taken off work and gone.
Yeah, for real.
Like the dude probably like crossed state lines with it, which is another like felony per. And so
Yeah,
those 60 auto seers are at least 120 felonies.
yeah. At
At least 60, probably 120 felonies, which is amazing.
Dude, oh man,
If you're in the chat, don't identify yourself, but feel good about yourself.
Yeah,
The rest of you too, but especially that guy.
Oh my God, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a tough time believing it. Hey, I have 60 well, let me say, I am not saying I have this. I'm talking about a situation. If a man were to go to a gun back and be like, "Hey, I have a bag of 60 machine gun conversion devices. Here you go." Like, fuck. I don't know. Maybe it may be true.
Dude, I'd be sweating bullets. Like I'd walk in so pale and sweaty, they'd be like, "Oh no, it's a suicide bomber." Like, dude, the balls on that man.
Yeah.
If it's real, the balls on that man. And that's one reason why like it's hard to believe, because does such a Chad exist?
Yeah, for real.
Can a human achieve that level of Chad?
That would be like Sir Chadwick of whatever state they're in.
Yeah.
Human
being coconuts for nuts? Definitely.
I dated a girl with the last name Diaz once. Yeah. Drop in on us here. Yeah. Oh man. It's hard. It's hard for me to even like fathom that shit. But man, if you're out there and you exist, man, more fucking power to you, brother. You got balls. You got balls and you got nothing to lose. Haywood, what's up, brother? Constructive intent is the issue, of course. even with needing to make slight modifications, that's way beyond readily convertible. So that's not even a question. Those are illegal. Don't do them. Don't print them. Don't do illegal things.
And if you do, don't tell anyone. Don't post pictures and melt it after.
Yes. And don't say in a chat that you did illegal things after the ATF just came to your house. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you.
It turns out even if you say in Minecraft, they'll still get the guy to
Yeah.
bone you in the brown star.
This is true. Call me a skeptic. I'm not buying anything. I'm not sure I understand.
One of the guys mentioned in chat that the guy's been interviewed by Out of Battery. So Out of Battery interviewed Cobra Economics. He's the
Yeah.
one who did the like 60 harlots and got, I forget how much money they gave him, a sizable amount.
I think it was like 6,800.
Something like that. But they like gypped him.
Netted like over $3,000.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like the original guy. And for those of you who don't know, Cobra Economics, that name is actually referring to something called the Cobra effect, which this is a really cool story. So I'm going to tell it. So back when Britain, had colonized India, they were like, yo, there are way too many fucking cobras. These things suck. And so they put a bounty on cobras. And so the British put a bounty on cobras, and initially it was kind of successful. People would, kill cobras, bring them in, get however much money. But then some smart people realized they could make a living raising cobras, having, cobra farms or cobra ranches, whatever you call it. Man, we're getting so many, until eventually the British found out and they were like, you know what? We're not doing this anymore. And all the cobra farmers just released all their cobras. And now there was more cobras than before the government intervened. And so it's a story about perverse incentives. When you might have the best intentions in the world, but you're interfering in the market, and you can have effects that you don't expect. They thought, hey, we'll put a bounty on cobras. We're going to have less cobras. They got more cobras because human nature took over.
Yeah.
As it always will. And
That's
so the
right.
exact same thing is what he's referencing. And it's what happens with these gun buybacks. They're like, man, we got 80 machine gun or 60, whatever machine guns off the street. It's like, yeah, but none of those would have existed if you weren't offering money for them.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
These cobras were raised because of you, and you're trying to take credit for getting rid of them.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is nuts. And honestly, I can't even like put into words now. I'm still trying to process like that this dude straight rolled up in there with a life sentence worth of machine guns. Like, dude, that is crazy. But I did have an actual
that would
question
put him
for you.
and like 10 generations of his posterity in prison forever.
Yeah,
Like it'd be like
I mean,
North Korea type stuff.
that's crazy. Like that's just so fucking crazy to me. But I mean, alas, here we are. So the thing I was thinking of when you mentioned the story about the Cobras was the same thing that the ATF is doing. The ATF has no right to regulate accessories, right? The ATF has no right to regulate, anything like that, let alone, we all know we have our natural rights that are supposed to be protected by the Constitution. We all know that. But them taking it a step further and saying, okay, we're going to enforce the NFA, we're going to enforce the GCA, we're going to enforce all this bullshit and, put just regular ass people in jail. Like, way before I was like really into like building and shit like that. Like I remember the first time that I went to a gun store and they had all these uppers out and all these lowers out. And I literally just grabbed a rifle lower and like a 10.5 or 11.5 inch upper. And I was like, oh, I'm going to buy these. And the guy was like, oh, like, don't you know? And I was like, no, what do you mean? I remember the first time someone told me that is illegal, that is a felony, you will go to jail for 10 years plus $250,000 in fine. I was like, bro,
Mhm.
I had no idea. And somebody educated me, right? Like, but sorry, taking a step back,
Yeah, it's so insane to have a law against something that you can't enforce except against people who would do nothing wrong with it anyways.
of course. And when you
Like
tell
people who
me,
would do harm, the law does nothing, absolutely
of,
nothing against them.
of course, it's literally it's proven that like the laws that they're putting into place have absolutely no impact on the people that are actually committing crimes because we all know that murder is legal, right? We all know that, robbing people is illegal, carjacking is illegal, but those people are still going to do terrible things like that. But the moment that they said that I can't have an AR with a 10.5 inch barrel, I'm like, okay, well then, how can I do it, right? Like they created the desire for me to want this even more. And the whole thing about pistol braces, like I'm ending up at like the gun shop or like wherever, and I'm having conversations, and I'm like, yeah, well, come December, we're not going to have pistol braces anymore, and they're like, what? And then they literally go buy pistol braces like right then at that moment.
Because of it.
They're creating the demand just like that Cobra story. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, think about it. The only thing preventing me from committing a 10-year and $250,000 felony is taking one of my uppers and putting it on a different one of my lowers. Just
Yeah.
a couple seconds and click, click. And now I've done some heinous throw me in prison for 10 years crime.
Yep.
It makes no
And
sense.
and just like JC9 just said, and the ATF, if you were caught with a machine gun,
Yeah.
would absolutely throw you in fucking jail. Look at Adam Grubb, right? He made a Sten gun, a sub gun, an illegal machine gun, right? But he made an illegal machine gun out of a
Didn't hurt
muffler.
anybody.
Didn't hurt a fly, right? Like he made an illegal Sten gun out of a muffler from Advanced Auto, and I say fucking kudos, man. That's incredible. But he made that, and he did time for it. If you were to do the same thing, you would go to jail. But they gave illegal machine guns and other restricted items like destructive devices and all sorts of shit.
Did you cut out or did I cut out? Chat, tell me which one of us is gone and which one of us is still here. Chat's not moving, which makes me worried. Oh wait, chat is moving. Maybe I am still here and he's gone. Oh baby. Okay, so he was continuing to talk about how the ATF gave all of these
Right.
things to the cartels, knowing they would commit heinous crimes with it.
Of course, because they said they're going to track them. And I'm sorry, guys, I cut out. But then they drop massive amounts of machine guns that would be illegal, right? Machine guns, destructive devices, explosives, gear, like all the shit that they left in Afghanistan. And it's like constantly our government is,
To literal terrorists.
yeah, literal fucking terrorists that we have been fighting for 2 decades, that we have lost thousands and thousands of lives over, and they are arming them and equipping them. But to make it even fucking like to the next level shit, we are now fighting with Al Qaeda. We're fighting on the side of Al Qaeda. We're using right
Oh, in
now
Libya?
drones. Yes, on the side of Al Qaeda. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Now
we're
you're
now
gonna tell
Team
me
Al Qaeda. We're literally helping Al Qaeda.
we are literally helping Al Qaeda right now, and you're gonna tell me that you accidentally armed Al Qaeda, and then now
Yeah,
we're fucking
again,
helping them?
again. Not the first time.
Yeah,
This is
again.
at least the second time we've accidentally armed Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
For those of you who are curious, look up Dave Smith, Libya.
Mm.
That should get you a decent overview of this situation. It is insane.
Yeah, man
It's
against the masses. I'm working on it. I got something, but it's not working appropriately. So there's a slight um, delay between 3D Arms and I apologize, 3D Arms, and also my shit will just get fucked up and drop every now and then. So sorry, but I'm working on it, guys. My apologies.
But yeah, if any one of us here, either me or Darker in chat, had a machine gun, I'd be willing to bet none of us would hurt anyone with it. But the ATF is fine. The government in general is fine giving them to people who everyone knows will do terrible things with it. They can have machine guns, but peaceful people can't. What's up, Danny people? Love my boy. How was the stream tonight? I'm gonna go back and watch it.
It's always a blast when I have you on. Good to see you, Mr. Meatball.
Meatball, your episode. I know I've told you this, but your episode with Dark is like legit one of the best episodes there's ever been. It was so fun to watch.
Oh, bro, it was incredible. I had like the most fun, like learning. I had no idea what he did, like, in real life and stuff, and that was just so dope. Hell yeah! But so before I forget, Frag Out, yeah, he's an SOT, yeah. So we're the baddies. We are. So I've had machine guns in my hand, and no desire to do anything crazy or anything at all. And if I had a machine gun, the only thing that I would kill with it is paper. Like
Yeah.
most people are just good, peaceful people, but like you don't see the government.
Like I wouldn't even hunt with it. I'd just shoot paper and dirt and garbage, inanimate things.
Yeah. Frag Out says I draw on it with lasers, of course. Yeah, he does some bomb ass work, man. If you want some bomb ass laser work done, that shit is fire. Oh yeah, let's get on stream and synthesize some stuff. So I would love to. I still would really like to on stream synthesize RDX out of hexamine on stream, and I'm talking. Well, I'm not talking to. I have been constantly commenting to the guys at Ordnance Labs, telling them that I want to see them do an episode with CL20, which is one of the highest explosives, like over 10,000 meters per second. It is nuts. It's so crazy on the scale of explosives that
it's like C4 on C4.
Yeah,
C4
it is
squared.
like it's like C12 squared. It's like they use they take a type of CL20 and then they alter it and they kind of like mute it. You know how they have like a muter for a saxophone, right? It's like a saxophone can be like like crazy, but then they put the mute on it and it's like toned down. They use a toned down version of CL20, which somebody may be able to make in their garage with hydrochloric acid and copper speaker wire. They make a toned down version of that to use in intercontinental ballistic missiles. It's crazy.
Man, that's cool. I'm trying to think how that chemistry would work. I majored in chemistry back in the day.
Oh yeah.
But surprisingly, it didn't teach me how to make bombs. It only taught me how to make meth.
Well, that's pretty easy.
Oh, but as Dan,
hold on, I lost. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, am I still here? Are we still here?
I can hear you, Dark.
Oh, there we are. Okay. My apologies. Okay, you can see
No,
me too?
you're good. So at the event I'm wearing the shirt for, this event, there was an SOT who brought a lot of goodies, and I got to shoot. I actually shot 2 of the machine guns he brought. I shot a drop-in auto sear that Middleton designed, that this SOT printed and brought, which was 5.56 because we put it in an AR, and then I also shot a 22 like Glock switch type thing for a Glock 44. It's so
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, that's a blast.
One of these days
I
I'm
would
gonna get
love-
an SOT. Like once I'm like fully stable in life and everything.
Fuck yeah. I would love to find a way to not even print. Like I would like it to be out of like machined aluminum, like at least 6061, if not like 7075. But I would like a switch for a Glock 43X. That'd be fire. Because you can throw
That'd
the
be
20
really
rounders
cool.
in there and be dumping, 21 rounds out of a Glock 43X. And actually, there's a dude that took a 33 round stick mag and removed the polymer from the upper half and used it in a Glock 43X.
Oh,
It's
that's really
pretty
cool.
gangster. Oh yeah.
Speaking of switches, it seems like all of the like gang shooting videos I see nowadays, not all, but like at least half, somebody has a switch on their Glock. There was a
Yeah.
video I saw on I think Instagram either earlier today or yesterday, and it was like all of these guys, putting their Glocks in the middle of a circle, just showing them off. There's probably 15, 20 dudes. Every single Glock had a switch on it.
Yeah.
And none of them were 3D printed. They were all ones that they, probably got from like wish.com or something like that.
Yeah.
But like auto Glocks are becoming the norm in crime. So why can't I have one?
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
want one.
That's got to
I
be
promise,
common use.
ATS, I promise I'd be good with it.
Yeah, right. Dude, trust me, after being on the stream as many times as you have, we're
Bro,
definitely
if
gonna let you or I.
if the Bloods and the Crips get us common use for Glock switches, I'll take back anything bad I've ever said about gang crime. I'd be like, you know
Yes,
what, gang violence? It's got some downsides, but it's got some pros too.
right? You know what they're gonna do though. They're just gonna take that and say, this is how dangerous firearms are because this. Okay, so long story short, way before this, there were so many issues with Glocks very easily becoming, converted to machine guns. That is the reason that the 5th generation of Glocks exists. Glock created the Gen 5 so people couldn't use switches with that 2-piece cruciform. How crazy is that?
Pretty lame.
Yeah, but the Gen
I mean, it's
3,
crazy, but it's also like, dang you, Glock.
I know, right? Like
The
Glock,
most
you
common
bent
one.
the knee. You bent the knee, bro. But the Gen 3 platform will never go away. With building, with
Yeah.
polymer 80s, with 3D printing, like it has done so much to make all that shit so mainstream that it'll never go away. Shit, I got fucking, probably a hair over 24 9mm Glocks that I'll take Gen 3 parts. So it's like I'm even like just me. I'm just gonna be handing them out on the fucking street corner when rule of law leaves us.
When
Just
the crap hits the fan.
yeah,
When the
yeah,
poop hits
guys.
the ventilator.
Where the fuck has Luigi been? Can anybody go out and find Luigi and be like, bro, where have you been at? I hope he's okay. I hope his wife is okay, and mad love to him and his family. I haven't seen him in probably like over a month, so I just want to make sure he's okay. Tokarev with a switch. Hey, the Tokarev round is drastically underrated. I wanted to start a 3D printed project on a some type of 3D printed Tokarev, but the parts are just too expensive. It wouldn't work.
And the round is pretty expensive,
It's true.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, ammo is pretty expensive. It used to be way cheaper. Parts used to be way cheaper, but I mean, it's basically like the first 300 blackout. you know, but
You know, if some politician were to run on getting rid of all the importation bans, they could have pretty much any other policy, and I'd still vote for him. I
we'll see.
want I want all these other countries to be able to send us the stuff that sadly their people can't have.
Oh, bro, honestly, like I'm thinking like everything is a fucking conspiracy about that because like I was thinking that when the war
I
we've
mean,
been
Trump
fighting for
didn't
two
fix it. It's
decades.
like, bro,
Yeah, but like we would be sitting on like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of like Beretta M9s, Beretta M9 parts, M16, M4
I have a
parts. Like,
parts kit for that.
yeah, they're doing
Bread, not the
something.
M16. I wish I had an M16.
Yeah, right. But they're doing something with them to not get them into the civilian, pool, right? Because
Yeah.
like when this war for the last 20 years stopped, or even before that, right? Like when things are pulled out of military
Circulation use,
circulation.
just with
Yeah,
aid, you know?
yeah. Like we have to be able to bring this shit back in the country, y'all. Like you're so fucking quick to give all this power to other countries, but you think these little bitch ass sanctions are like you're gonna tell me that these are like to hurt the countries? No, these are to keep these things from your fucking general populace. You don't want us rolling around with Russian AKs. You don't want us rolling around with Russian 7 and 6 ammo. You don't want us rolling around with fucking Glocks that were made in Khyber Pass and like all the good shit, man. Vote harder. Yeah, voting doesn't work. I told you I fucking do not believe in I have zero faith in political in voting our way out of anything.
The
Oh
individual
my
does have no power.
dude,
Oh my goodness.
that
Well,
is
with the donut.
that
Okay,
is
so
fucking crazy.
donut
Oh,
story. I was going with some friends to Voodoo Donuts, and through some turn of events, I had to take someone else home, so I couldn't make it. And so my bros, they buy me a donut, but being bros, they bought me this donut called the biggest, blackest cock.
what?
It's one donut in a full donut box, and you open it up, and it's a cream-filled donut covered in chocolate icing, the shape of 2 coconuts and a big old breadstick, ginormous, as big as you could fit in one of those donut boxes. They're like, bro, we're sorry you couldn't make it. We got you a donut though.
Wow,
So I ate a cock donut.
that's crazy. Something like that existed.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yes, the ATF and the 1986 GCA did kill the Glock 18 and so many other things. I know. I'm sorry. Well, guys, I actually have a big morning tomorrow because I am going to
I'm
go
done
pick up
messing.
my daughter in the morning and going to spend some time with my 5-year-old. So I'm excited about that. Out of all the incredible people that I spent time with this weekend, she's the most important. So
Fave.
hell yeah. So
That
um,
should be.
what's that?
I said as it should be.
Oh yeah. But dude, I appreciate you coming on. It's a shame we couldn't get IPS on with us, but I knew I would always have a blast with you, man. So I appreciate you coming on.
It was awesome being here. The chat's had some very funny things to say too. So
Oh yeah,
if you guys have noticed, like I just keep giggling, it's because I'm reading the chat. But
yeah,
love you, everyone else. I'll
they're
see
the
all
best.
of y'all later.
Yeah, they're the best, man. I love them, and it's so funny because like I was saying when I was talking to John Patton from the Gun Collective, he was like, nobody stays in a stream that's like 2 or 3 hours, and I was like, no, bro, I'm telling you, my fucking people are die hard, bro. We've stayed at like almost 60 the whole time, man, and I love y'all for that, man. Um, DLD had so. Always wilding. I'm always wilding. Always wilding. Frag out designs. Frag out designs. Get better, dude. Rest up. Get your fucking hand better and shit. To Scotty that shot himself in the hand with a 32 ACP. I hope your hand gets better too. And if anyone else's hands in chat need prayer, let me know, and I'll think about you. So 3D Arms, let them know again who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
I design guns, and you can find me on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram. If you ever have a question or want to like ask me something, show me something, Instagram's where you'll be able to find me. And yeah, government's the enemy, not other non-tyrants. Even though some of them suck.
And I'm typing a quick comment. What I'll ask of you guys is, if you could, I rarely ask this, y'all, but please click the thumbs up. If you click the thumbs up, that will mean an awful lot to me. If we get almost all 56 people in here right now to like the stream, that would do wonders for my channel, number one. But number two, if you could, when the stream ends, please leave a comment afterwards, even if it just says like PWEDC or like comment or anything. Like just leave something.
Brown Star Team. Team Brown Star.
Yeah. Or even leave a comment on
it.
someone else's comment, like any type of engagement like that at all, because what's happening is YouTube, after like 24 hours, 48 hours after a stream, it's fucking dead. So after I get to like 500 views, it's like, and it just fucking dies somewhere. So the more interaction I can get on it, the more times it's going to show shit like this to other people in the future. And we're going to be able to have these types of conversations. So again, I appreciate all of you. And 3D Arms, anything else to say before we cut out?
Nothing, boys.
Cool. Big Black Donut.
That's it. Big Black Donut.
How's that?
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
That is a Big Black Donut.
Fuck yeah. Well, as always, guys, I'll close the stream out the way I always do, which is, look, I know I always say this, but I want you guys to really think about it, okay? Think about the words that I'm saying. There was a movie. It was, I think it was The Inside Man. And the movie starts by him saying, listen carefully, or listen closely, because I choose my words very carefully and I do not repeat myself. I, on the other hand, frequently repeat myself, but I do select my words carefully. So rule number one is be kind. It is so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could make a massive impact on their life. So be kind. That's rule number one. Rule number two, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed yourself. And that's the way the world works, right? Also, we know that the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men that are skilled in violence. So make sure that you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am out. I appreciate you guys. Let's make sure we support the companies that support us. Support 1776 Supply Co. Support Goonbeam. Support fucking Tack Knives. You can use code DARK to save 20%. I'm just saying. Support fucking like Invader Zip's website. Like, have you been there? Like, support all the people that are in our community. Like CNT Designs and Arms, he does fucking plasma cuts. He does all this shit. Like, we need to make sure we support the people in our community. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys fucking rock. Best community I could ever ask for. And I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces. Hold on, one more thing. I met some guys out there at the XCal show. There's some other channels. Tactical Turkeys is actually a pretty dope channel. Check them out. And Tactical Trash Pandas with an S. There's two of them, and they're local to me. So check them out. And who else? Make sure you subscribe to Langley Outdoors. He's such a fucking good dude. I'm just saying. Got to meet him, and yeah, I love y'all.
Tactical Turkeys is actually live right now.
Yeah, I saw them go live. So y'all
You
could
guys
all
are like,
pop
"Man,
over there.
I'm up for more."
Yeah, you could be like, yo,
It's not too
DLD
late
After
for you.
Dark sent me over
Tell
here.
them DLD sent you.
Yeah, that would be so dope. Matter of fact, I'll go in there too. I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all.